welcome to episode 2 of our Dork-Cast. Red and airy. One big difference, hopefully you'll notice, between this week and last week. Now we at least semi have our crap together.
We're actually dressed today.
Boy, that's an improvement. And my hair's been brushed. Slightly. But if you hear any weird clicks or buzzings or beeps in the background, I have laundry going.
You ever notice how hard it is to keep socks matched after you wash them a couple times?
Yeah, I think there's got to be like some weird black hole in the back of dryers that just suck up socks. So you go in with like 3 pair of socks in the washer that match and come out with one that matches nothing. I've literally gone through the laundry before and picked out 4 different socks and none of them had a mate.
Well, that's a great theory, but I think that maybe, just maybe, they have made disintegrating socks. Like after a couple washes, they dissipate, or just like, disintegrate. Sorry, tongue-tied here.
Oh, is that kind of like the disintegrating toilet paper that they make for RVs and campers now? The second they get wet, it just kind of falls apart.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. Make more money, buy more socks.
Buy more disintegrating toilet paper. Or maybe while they're in the dryer, Scotty just thinks it's funny and beams up half the socks. You never know. You never know.
Could have mythical dwarves that are stealing our socks, but me and Ash...
Just talk.
I will sneak into your dryer and I will steal your socks. And then on Monday morning you won't be able to find jack crap.
That's why we're putting bear traps in them now.
There you go. Yeah. And I started a new diet this week. I'm going to try to lose about 50 pounds. At the moment, I am living on granola bars and fruit. I feel like a rabbit. It's like eating lettuce. I get hungry, I go snack on like carrot sticks.
I think I have she's got one drink she really likes, and I think I'm part of the reason she's addicted to that.
Yeah, we're both sitting here with a peace tea, and you did, you little twerp. You got me addicted to the stuff. Okay, Peace Tea is fixing to get some free advertising right here. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It comes in like a 23-ounce can, and it's got peace symbols and everything else on it, and it's got names like Razzleberry and Snowberry and all that good stuff, and it's so darn...
It's got less sugar than a Pepsi, and it's so much bigger and less money you have to pay for them, and they have great taste. They're better than Lipton or that Snapple. Best stuff on earth.
Peace, man! Not that we don't like Snapple. I actually do like, I think it's their kiwi strawberry tea. That's pretty good. But, yeah, we are both addicted to Peace Tea. If you haven't tried it, you might want to try it. Because it's addicted. We're corrupting the world here. Corrupting all of them and getting them addicted to Peace Tea.
One hippie at a time.
Hippies. We're both hippies. Which may also be why I'm living on granola. That's a very animal-friendly, eco-friendly thing to eat. Granola is like oats and grains, and it's not vegetables. God, there's not like diced peppers and cucumbers and stuff in granola. Would that not be disgusting? A cucumber granola bar.
That might not taste so good, but feel the love, man. Feel the love.
I had a squash and pumpkin granola bar. Peace.
I'm seeing multicolored trees.
Nice! And then you get a song stuck in your head, and then you sing it all day. Yeah. You know, have you ever noticed that the urge to sing A Lion Sleeps Tonight is never more than a whim away? A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim. The lion sleeps tonight. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Hush, my child, my darling child, the lion sleeps tonight. peaceful, man. Peace, love, and all that junk.
The lion sleeps tonight. He drank too much peace tea and got really sleepy.
As you can tell, we have not clammed up today.
He's eating peace tea and granola bars. He goes and takes a nap. We're not right in the head, which, it's probably not hard to believe, because Monday night I got a concussion.
I heard about it, but I haven't really got into the news, so I want to hear this. Ari, let's hear about this.
Okay, so here's what happened. Hubby and I went to the grocery store, got like 8 or 9 bags worth of groceries. We put them in the back of the truck, come home, we unload the back of the truck, and I realize I'm missing the Parmesan cheese that I know good and darn well I bought, because I remember chasing my kid down the aisle with it because she thought it was cute to take it and play keep away from Mommy. So, I go through all the bags. It's not in any of the bags. I figure it's got to be in the back of that truck. So I go and I open the tailgate on the truck and I lift the gate for the camper shell that's on it. I get in the back of the truck. I'm digging around under my husband's tools, things like that. I figured the Parmesan rolled out of one of the bags and must have rolled up under the tools or something. Well, I turn around and get out of the truck, and the gate on the camper shell comes down like a scene out of Tom and Jerry. Hits me right smack in the forehead. I have 2 huge goose eggs on my forehead, and another one where it hit me right in the top of the head. Okay, I think I'm going to just get over it. So I don't want to go to the doctor. My husband is begging me, go to the doctor. Well, finally, a couple hours later, I relent. We go, because these bumps are just getting bigger and turning funny colors. So we get there, and the doctor looks at me, and he's seen me before. I had vertigo all last summer. Now concussion. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyway, he saw me while I had the vertigo all summer, so he knows me. He knows what kind of a nut I am. So he basically clears me and tells my husband, now if she starts acting or talking weird, and then he just stops and he looks at me and goes, well, weirder than normal. I would have to come back. But no, I got hit in the head with the gate from the camper top on the truck. And the worst part of the whole thing, I never did find my Parmesan, but I have a concussion.
I just think your inner demons were coming out, honestly. This happens occasionally, so.
Oh, you mean the 2 bumps on my head? They were actually horns? You're probably right.
I'm guilty of that as well, but many of you that are listening to this probably know that.
Yes, we all know you're a little not right, Red. Just a little. Oh, my gosh. He's over here singing weird songs that he's made up. That's worth another concussion. I'll just smack him upside the head. There we go. And now we're talking about absolutely nothing.
We've killed the show again.
You just ever looked up randomly on Google what your name means?
Oh, there you go. Okay, what does red mean?
Well, it's not my actual name, but red, the color, means lust or anger. So, yeah. All this sexy I bleed, so says the hair.
You're also a redhead. And red's also the color of embarrassment, isn't it? So, you know. Just randomly thrown in there. Okay, Ari. It's actually pronounced Ariadne. I'm aware of that. I know I'm mispronouncing my own name because I like the pronunciation Ariadne better. Ariadne actually comes from Greek mythology. She was she did the whole thing with the thread in the labyrinth and then she had to do with love and tragedy. So there you go. And I won't state what my real name is, but I will say that its meaning is of the ash tree meadow. So comment below if you can guess my name based on of the ash tree meadow. And also comment below what your name means. Google your name. Tell us about it. We want to hear about it.
My name, if you're one of my friends, you know what it is, but my name means in likeness of God. If so, not sure if I want to go to heaven or not.
If you're in the likeness of God, God was having a bad day when you came along. I think on the day I came along, he was just having a really good sense of humor that day.
Must have been hump day.
Well, my nickname is Critter.
Yeah. That's the only way her husband can get her attention. Airy, Critter!
What?
That's exactly the reaction if you're ever over here.
Critter! What? Where'd you put so-and-so? I don't know. It's in the back of the truck with the non-existent Parmesan. Watch the truck gate. Peace, tea, and granola. And Parmesan. I don't think you want to eat at my house.
Well, when we're talking about food, like last week, we had some comments from Ari's husband talking about how she could really mess up grits, and now she's made a wedding cake, her first wedding cake she's made. It looks better, but I told her I asked her if she dropped it a couple times. She said I may have. That's just between me and you.
I never said that. You're making that up.
Maybe.
You are. It's my sister's wedding cake. She's not biologically my sister, but I love her like a sister, so I call her my sister. She's the same one that, if you remember in our last episode, we were talking about the sushi. Yeah, that's her. She's the one that got me to try the sushi. So anyway, about 3 months ago, she calls me, lets me know she's getting married. Great. Congratulations. I need a wedding cake. Okay. Will you bake the wedding cake? I've never baked one before, but I'll try it. So, night before last, I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning finishing this blessed cake. And it was vanilla on the bottom, strawberry in the middle, and then vanilla on top. I get this pink cake mix, assuming it is strawberry. No, it says rich, creamy pink velvet with vanilla flavoring. So this is a pink cake, but it's vanilla. So what do? I go into the refrigerator, find a box of strawberries I had gotten the day before, mash a bunch of them up in it, and just blend them right in. It was good too. It was really good, and I actually was really surprised I got the icing on it without destroying it. My sister put her cake topper on it, and that's the picture of it you see there. That's the wedding cake. Big difference between this wedding and her first wedding. I was not a bridesmaid in this one. Her first wedding, I was a bridesmaid, and she put me in this blue and pink dress that, the way it was cut, I looked like a crazed flamenco dancer. Now that's love. That is love. I wore a crazy dress for her, and I baked my first wedding cake for her. Love you, Laura.
You should have asked her if she needed a wedding singer. I would have happily sung when she was walking down the aisle. I'd be scared, though, that I might end up going something like, dun-it, dun-it, dude looks like a lady. You don't always get what you need, what you want, but you get what you need.
A whim away, a whim away. Here comes the bride. I'm not wearing that ridiculous dress anymore. I still have the dress. It makes a great Halloween costume.
She used to be my best friend's girl. Now she's mine.
I'm picking on my sister with my nephew. This is so wrong.
I've never met her before. I just enjoy messing with people.
Yeah, we know that. You say something. You talk for a minute.
Like, you ever had smart aleck teachers? Well, me and my friend Connor Good were real close. We met each other through wrestling. But, yeah. So the first day of school starts back, and he comes up behind me, and he gets me in an arm bar while we're standing up, and a teacher walks by, and she's like, "You two don't be starting no rumors now." And me and Connor stare at each other, and we've just both got this crazed grin on our face, and this teacher's looking at us like, what the heck are these kids thinking? I sling my arm over his shoulder, and I jump up, and he catches me, and we both look at her, and she's like, "What are you two doing?" "We're not starting rumors, it's true." And she just walks away, looks mad. I mean, she's like pacing as fast as she can. And me and him start cracking up, and like 3 friends behind us are cracking up, and they were like, "Did you see her face?" I was like, yeah. You have those smart aleck teachers, and then you have those teachers that absolutely hate you, and you don't know it. And then you talk to your friends, and they're like, "You know this teacher despises you, right?" Dude, I thought we were cool. I mean, like, I bring her presents and stuff, and then you talk to your friends, and they're like, "You know that teacher absolutely despises you, right?" Like, when you're not in class, you get the crap beat out of you verbally.
It seems like I had a couple of teachers like that in, like, junior high. Of course, nobody liked me in junior high. I was the one that the dorks picked on. I was the one that the geeks picked on.
My problem is, like, when you go into school, there's all these different categories that people fall under, like dork, geek, outcast, nerd, jock, and you get band geeks, the skaters, all that. But the problem with that is I don't fall under, like, just one. It's about all of them.
I have fallen under the term goth for many, many years. Gothic.
I know you used to go by Gothic Princess.
Yeah, that was my handle on MySpace. I was Ariadne the Goth Princess. I still get picked on about that.
I have a lot of friends that are goth. I mean, it's just the look, and people judge too quickly off of that. If, like, with stereotypes, yes, you see all these people, like, you could look and see that, let's see, there's like 9 people sitting around with all decked out in camo. Well, yeah, you're gonna assume you're gonna stereotype them as all rednecks, but don't stereotype each person off of one redneck you've met, because each person's different, but they fall under that same category.
Yeah, and then you see a goth, and you think back to something that makes you think they eat weird stuff, and they hurt people, and they do this, and they do that, and it's all blood and gloom and depression and sadness and evil. Actually, no. I am gothic myself to an extent, not as much as I used to be, but I used to hang around with other goths in college, and they were all fun, intelligent, nice as they could be, wouldn't hesitate to help somebody if they needed it. But we were all very quiet, very reserved, very off to ourselves. And I noticed that most of us who were in that group had not had a whole lot of luck with other people. We had befriended coworkers and classmates and stuff before, only to get, backstabbed. So I think with all of us, it was a thing of, that was a way for us to kind of move into our own little corner. And it turned out that the people who would actually take the time to look past the makeup and the dark clothes really turned out to be the people worth spending time around, because they did not judge on stereotypes. They were not the least bit shallow. If they looked past all that and started a conversation with you, 9 times out of 10, those people were pretty true. So it was almost like a people filter for a lot of us.
Yeah, like, I feel like it's just, like, shyness and reservedness, and with that, with the gothic look, I ask a lot of my friends that are that way, and they're like, I purposely dress this way to scare away the people. If they're scared of me, then they can't look past it and see that and want to get to know me, then I don't want to know them. So like you said, it's just usually a filter. Like, exactly. I have a lot of people that are, like she said, they're really intelligent. I have a lot of people that are goth or scene. They're really happy, and they're not socially awkward when they're around people they like. It's just the people that judge and hate on them is that reason. And just try to be more open is what we're trying to say here. We kind of got serious. I know this is a comedy thing, but just there's a lot of hate out there, and if you take that, the world would be so much of a better place. Just look past some things. Don't look at people's past either, because people can change. It's hard, but people do change.
And I think that goes, not just for somebody who is in a subculture like goth or something like that, but anybody who has something different about them or something odd about them or something unusual. Don't ever look down on them. And if somebody is looking down on them or picking on them or bullying them, for heaven's sake, stand up, say something, do something. But that's just, everybody's got their own differences. We're all a little different. I think Red wanted to say something.
Well, here in North Carolina, we can be real happy for the gays. We just got the gay marriage thing passed, and that just shows that the world's getting more open-minded. With me, I'm religious, and I believe in the Bible, but it also says, love thy neighbor like thy brother. So it doesn't matter what their sexuality is, what their belief is. You just don't do what they do, and just love them for who they are, and God's fine with that. You don't have to punish them for being that way, because God says judgment is His, and you're just supposed to love them no matter what. And that love could show them that they're doing the wrong thing and that maybe they need to change. But the hate's just going to make them feel bad and just want to shy away and stick to other people. So just try your best not to go around and hate and ruin people's lives, because I know plenty of people that lives have got messed up by bullying and stuff because you just don't respect who they are.
Well, that's, there again, not just one group. That's anybody. Don't hate other people just because they're a little different. And we're not getting preachy, we're not getting religious, but, when Jesus said, love thy neighbor, He didn't stutter. He didn't say unless. But, anyway, I think next week is going to be the Halloween episode. So we're going to get our spooky costumes and our candy and our pranks together and try to recap on some of the craziest Halloweens we've ever had. We are winding down to the last couple of minutes of this week's Dork-Cast. Red, anything else?
No, not really. Y'all just come back, you hear?
Y'all come back now, you hear, with peace, tea, and granola bars. And goths. Yes, and we had M&M ice cream cookies before we came on the air. We're sitting there chomping. Let's talk about missing socks. Because we're not right.
Oh, Wimboe, oh, Wimboe.
Oh, Wimboe, oh, la, 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 la.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
We'll see you again next week on the Dork-Cast. Bye.